year, we renovated my childhood playhouse into a tiny house, which included insulating, painting, staining, and a lot of intricate building. The loft was probably the most simplistic part to renovate because we chose not to build really anything. But now after living here for a few months, it's looking pretty mundane. I added some lights previously, but it didn't give the space as much as I wanted it to have. But we are now in a place where we want to update the look and feel. To start, I want to look through design and decor inspiration on Pinterest. It's a great way to gather ideas and put them all together. I'm going for a whimsical cottagecore aesthetic for this area. I want our bedroom to feel like we're sleeping on moss within a forest with fairy tale creatures looking over and protecting us. Yes, very specific, I know, but I think I can make it work. Now that I have a nice selection of styles I want to try, I should probably get the house in a little more order. I wanted to watch the second season of The Apothecary Diaries while I tidy up the house, but it's unavailable on Netflix in the United States.
Netflix doesn't have season 2. Ugh, how am I gonna watch season 2?
I'm really glad I have Surfshark, which is today's sponsor. Surfshark saves you in times like this when you want to watch a popular movie or series that might not be available on the streaming apps you use at your location. Surfshark developed a safe and secure way for users to watch what they want, no matter where they are. You can add your Surfshark VPN on multiple devices and access 3,200 plus servers in 100 countries. Using their antivirus, you can browse privately by encrypting your internet activity, blocking ads and malware that can pose a threat, especially when traveling. We used Surfshark during the 2 years of traveling in the van from state to state and even into Canada. It was a huge lifesaver and gave us peace of mind when going into public spaces to use the internet. To get started with Surfshark, go to surfshark.com/beanbug and use our code BEANBUG to get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. Thank you to Surfshark for sponsoring today's video. After researching the style and design, Santi drew up a plan according to how we want the layout to look. We are working with a small space and want the decor to be as intentional as possible and not random. We are going to add a gallery wall around the iPad so that it no longer looks so modern. We'll put up a shelf along the top of the window and add some whimsical cottagecore touches like fairy lights, moss, and mushrooms. We'll also add some curtains because I want it to appear as if it's a fort, something I loved building out of sheets and chairs growing up. I always prefer to thrift for as many items as I can find for a DIY project. It's budget and environmentally friendly. Of course, I always find items that don't always pertain to the project and are just things that I think would look and function great for the house. Santi is typically more of the painter amongst the two of us, but I wanted to try to give the wall in the loft a celestial look. My painting skills aren't great, but I think that adds to the childlike look and feel I'm going for. Not long before this makeover, we added a floating cat bed to the wall that folds up and down. Perfect for our youngest black cat, Mr. Pickles, who loves to sleep up high, but Sasha loves it too. The next day, we got to working on the shelf and all other components for the loft. We plan to finish this within a few days since it's a pretty minor project in comparison to what we've done in the past. It's now time to add the curtains I thrifted. Since the loft is by the roof of the house, we'll have to put hooks along the wall so that it can drape down and provide privacy. We visited the hardware store and found some crown molding to make the iPad vintage frame design out of. Mom had some glow-in-the-dark stickers left over from when she would decorate my younger sister's room. So I am going to use them to help the painted wall stand out even more at night. And now it's time to add the magical touches. Can't forget to add the autumnal touches to it as well. To be fair, my style is always a subtle fall aesthetic year-round, so not much changes, but I will be doing a separate decorate for fall video, so I'm not going to do too much here quite yet. And here's the finished loft bedroom. I absolutely love how it turned out. It's so cozy, homey, and nostalgic. I feel like a kid again when I climb up into it, especially when I pull the curtains back. The ultimate treehouse fort of my dreams. I hope you enjoyed this cozy loft makeover. Let me know what you think in the comments and if you are planning for any upcoming makeovers in your home.